Welcome to the Busy Christian Mom Podcast. I'm your host, Brooke Collier. It is episode 76. Welcome back to part 2. Wait, we're part 2. So if you missed last week's, make sure you go back, check out episode 75, and then meet me right back here. Yeah, do it right now. Yeah, right now. Welcome to part 2 of the 6 tips to avoid the spiritual summer slump. If you're just joining us, like I said, go back one episode and then tune back in here. We are 1 week closer to graduation, kinder class parties, and finishing up spring sports. What better way to book into the spring season than making sure you keep up your good spiritual habits? Stepping into summer is an absolute whirlwind of sports, swimsuits, and sunburns. This is why I'm giving you 6 tips to avoid the spiritual summer slump. Remember, these 6 tips are broken down into 2 different episodes, episode 75 and today's episode 76. So make sure you check both of those out. And yes, we are getting close to wrapping up our spiritual spring training mini-series. Next week is the last episode in the spiritual spring training mini-series, and then we're going straight into summertime, baby. Remember, that's episodes 71 through 77, so you can binge listen all those right now and have all this training going into summer. We're going to piggyback off of last week's episode to help ensure that you're set up for success. Based off of statistical odds and personal experience in summertime, I know that it is easy to slip away from spiritual disciplines. I've been there and I've found a way to get out of that slump. Avoid the spiritual summer slump with me. In episode 75, we discussed the first 3 of 6 tips. Be sure to go back one episode and get further details on those. Tip number 1 was go to church every opportunity in the summer. Tip number 2, take trash tweak method. Tip number 3, play your day. If you're like, wait, what are those? Remember, go back one episode and then come back here. Or if you forgot, sometimes brain fog is real, y'all. So go back, re-listen, and come here. Now that you've had a week to kind of sort out tips 1 through 3, let's challenge ourselves a little bit more. Don't worry, these tips will be super simple and set you up for success this summer. Tip number 4, tune in each Monday in June and July to the Busy Christian Mom podcast. You're going to have scripture read over you. You're going to have someone who cares about you. That's me. Pray over you. You're going to have time for some independent scripture-focused moments. There are 9 Mondays this summer. Mondays also happen to be the days I drop new podcast episodes. Yay! These upcoming summer Mondays, I'll be teaching you scripture memorization, and you'll walk into your next back-to-school season with Bible verses ingrained into your brain. Tip number 4 from this week goes nicely with tip number 1 from last week. When you can commit to going to church every opportunity you can this summer, plus memorizing scripture each week beginning on Mondays, it'll be easier for you to be more consistent in your spiritual growth during the summer season. Sunday, Monday, here we go. The easiest way to make sure you tune in to the Busy Christian Mom podcast is to subscribe to the Busy Christian Mom podcast wherever your podcatcher is that you prefer. It could be Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Google, YouTube, virtually everywhere. Search Busy Christian Mom podcast wherever you're listening to this now and click on the show. Then you can hit the subscribe button and the episodes will automatically come to your phone every Monday. No more hunting all over the internet. It comes straight to your device. You can also join my email list. All the heart eyes for those already on the list. Shout out to you, BCM Insiders. I'll email you weekly about the show. Plus, you'll always get the inside scoop of what I'm working on for you. Plus, I love me a good gift, so you'll get to experience that side of me too. All you have to do is head to brookecollier.com and fill in your email where prompted, and then check your inbox. And you know what? It's been sending everything to the junk, spam, and all mail folders, so make sure you go over there and you search for me. The link to do that is also in the show notes. I've made it as easy as possible for you to get on the email list. Come on, BCM Insiders, let's grow together. Tip number 5, bring a friend. Life is better with good Christian friends. There's a ton of scripture to back that up, and that's for another episode. If you want to have a successful zero slump summer, have someone come alongside you and exponentially increase your odds for success. Let me read you one of my favorite scriptures about companionship. This is from Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 12. 2 people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Likewise, 2 people lying close together can keep each other warm. But how can one be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. 3 are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. Some of us need to go and hit rewind 30 seconds. Listen to it a second time. Whether it's one person who loves Jesus or your whole life group people, make a plan to get together once a week. Our church has built-in childcare on Sunday nights, and if Sundays don't work, they'll cover the cost of the sitter. What? Ask your church if they have something like this and make it work. Another suggestion that my friend Emily does out in Nashville, shout out sister, the guys meet one week and the girls meet the next. This gives them the chance to meet every other week. So when the dads meet, all the moms watch the kids and they all have a play date. And then they switch. And then all the moms get to meet and the dads have a play date with the kids. Looky there, taking turns isn't just for kids, huh? Brainstorm, find a way, make it work. If you're not sure what to do, pray about it. Even if that means you bring Starbucks over to your bestie's house while the kids run around and y'all can have intermittently interrupted conversation, remember, some intentional minutes are better than no attempt at all. Tip number 6, play your week. Just like with tip number 3 from last week, play your day, now you have a chance to play your week. Take all 6 of these tips and put them together in a way that works for you for the next couple of months. Remember, it's not going to look same day to day to day because you might have swim lessons for 2 weeks and then you don't have it again. And then you have church camp and then you're volunteering at VBS. So again, take trash tweak is going to be so important for you this summer. Here's what your week may look like with the combination of all 6 of these tips. Again, this is just an example, so tweak it as you need. Sunday, go to church or watch online. Yay, free childcare. Monday, listen to the newest episode of the Busy Christian Mom podcast. Tuesday, attend Bible study at your local church. Yay, free childcare again. Wednesday, practice your scripture memorization from the podcast episode. Thursday, same thing, practice that scripture memorization. Friday, coffee plus Jesus talk with your bestie. Probably no childcare, but maybe the kids won't burn the house down. Maybe go to a public park. It could be fine. And then Saturday, practice that scripture memorization again. It doesn't have to work forever. It just needs to work for that day. Flexibility is important. Having some attempt at a plan is once again better than no attempt at all. This goes back to praying and asking God to help you out on this one. He can brainstorm with you. He can give you the ideas. He can point you in the right direction. He can set it all up. If he can part the seas, he can surely help you get 10 uninterrupted minutes listening to some scripture memorization techniques and have that spoken over you. Surely he can help you find an online sermon. Certainly he can give you a few minutes to chat with a friend about spiritual growth. God is team sanctification, so ask him for help. That wraps up episode 76. It's 3 more tips of our 6 tips to avoid the spiritual summer slump. Let's walk through all 6 tips from both episodes 75 and 76 one more time. Tip number 1, go to church every opportunity this summer. Tip number 2, take trash tweak method. Tip number 3, play your day. Tip number 4, tune in each Monday this summer and work on some scripture memorization. Tip number 5, bring a friend. And tip number 6, play your week. Hooray! Now you have all 6 tips to avoid the spiritual summer slump. I wanted to give these to you ahead of the summer so that you can waltz into the season prepared and equipped. This is all part of the Spiritual Spring Training mini-series. Remember, that's episodes 71 through 77. So if you need to rinse and repeat those episodes, that is okay. Your brain remembers better with repetition, repetition, repetition. Tune in next week to hear episode 77. It's the home stretch of this mini-series. Remember to subscribe to the Busy Christian Mom podcast wherever you're getting your shows, and it will automatically appear on your phone on Monday. I will see you then.